Hi, what's up, guys? Amigo Reels is here. Today I'm going to explain a movie called Witch Hunter, released in 2015. Take your seats, the movie is about to begin. At the start of the movie, we are 800 years back. A lethal disease that goes by the name of the Black Disease was spreading badly. Human beings were dying extinct. A witch queen was spreading this disease as she wanted to eliminate human beings and turn Earth into a witch kingdom. To stop her, some soldiers, who used to be called knights at the time, reached the cave of the witch queen. But the witch queen is very powerful and dangerous. Therefore, she kills almost all of the knights. But there is a brave knight among them. His name is Calder. Calder kills all her gods and puts his sword into the queen's stomach. The witch queen weakens because of the attack. She is about to die. Suddenly, she grabs Calder by his heart and gives him a curse. He will be immortal, and he will never die. Although being immortal isn't a curse, it is for Calder, because the disease that the witch queen had spread has killed his whole family. Therefore, he wanted to die as there wasn't any purpose left. Then the scene shifts to the present, where we see that 800 years have passed, and we see Calder, who is still alive due to the curse. His lifestyle has changed a lot with time. Here we see that Calder is going somewhere on a plane. Meanwhile, the weather starts worsening. Calder believes that someone has done the black magic to change the weather. He goes on to check the plane to find the suspect. Here he finds a young witch. We came to know about a new thing. Many years ago, humans and witches made an agreement that allowed witches to live among humans in disguise, but they will not harm any human being in return. After the rules are set, everyone has to obey them. But whenever rules are made, some people don't follow them. Similarly, some witches don't follow these rules. Calder has the responsibility to catch and arrest those witches who disobey the rules. Calder works for a company named Action Sword. It is their duty to arrest bad witches. Now, Calder comes and sits near the young witch. She has the weather-changing stones. Stones are so powerful that even she doesn't know about their powers. Calder controls the powers of those two stones. The witch asks him whether he would arrest her for this. Calder says, "No, you haven't done it intentionally." Then Calder takes these stones with him. Calder is famous for the title of the last witch hunter because of these works. Then we see a person named Dolan 36th comes to meet Calder. He is the leader of that Action Sword group. Dolan 36th is a priest also. The 36th is the name signifies that Calder has worked with 35 other priests before him. That is why he is Dolan's 36th. He tells Calder that he will retire tomorrow. Then Calder gives Dolan a pen as a farewell gift. Up till now, all the priests have helped the witch hunter Calder to catch witches. The next day, Calder receives the news of Dolan's demise on a phone call. He starts doubting it and suspects it is a murder. Now Calder meets Dolan 37th, as Dolan 36th has died. Therefore, he has replaced him. He is appointed by Dolan 36th to assist the witch hunter. They both go to Dolan 36th house and start checking the house to find out whether a black magic spell has been done here or not. But they don't find anything to testify to their claim. But Dolan 37th finds a few dead insects there that hints towards black magic. Then Calder sprinkles some black magic dust on them. Suddenly the house comes out of the black magic spell. The house comes in its real condition. Everything is broken. Someone has done black magic to cover these things. Calder gets nervous a bit because the symbols that appeared in the house were the symbols used by the witch queen in her times. Meanwhile, the pen that Calder gifted Dolan 36th is also missing. In the next scene, they go to a male witch. He is a seller too. They show him a few things that they have found in the house. Then they ask to talk about the witch that killed Dolan 36th, as the man used to sell the black magic accessories. Therefore, the witch might have bought them from him. The man is blind, therefore he tells him that he hasn't seen the witch, but the witch smells like apples. Then Calder understands who has done this. They go to the house of the witch. Dolan 36th was killed by a male witch who was sitting there disguised as a child. Calder figures out that it is a male witch. Then the male witch is about to run. Calder stabs him on his leg. The male witch returns to its original being. When he inspects the house, Calder finds the pen there he had given to Dolan 36th. It is confirmed now that he killed Dolan 36th. Calder puts him into the Action Swords jail. Calder figures out that they have hidden motives behind all this. Then Calder finds a dead insect inside the pen. The insect hints toward the black disease that spread almost 800 years ago. Then we come to know that people don't die of the black disease. Rather, they go into a coma. They don't return to their senses until the person who has spread the black disease dies. Then Calder goes straight to Dolan 36's body. As he was a prey to the black disease magic spell, it means that he hasn't died. He is in a coma. After killing the culprit, he will return to his senses. Now Calder has to find the culprit within 3 days. Otherwise, Dolan 36th will die. Calder starts finding clues to reach the witch who has done the black magic disease on Dolan 36th. Then he remembers a clue indicated by Dolan 36th. He has told him to remember the time when he was about to die when the Queen Witch gave him the curse. Calder starts remembering that time, but he doesn't recall anything significant. Therefore, he goes to a witch bar to refresh his memory so that he can find the clue after refreshing his memory. Calder is finding it hard to recall everything because 800 years have elapsed, and Calder doesn't remember anything. He asks a witch to serve him a drink that refreshes his memory. The witch refuses to do so because he is a witch hunter. As he insists a lot, finally the witch, whose name is Chloe, agrees. She prepares a memory potion for Calder. As soon as he consumes the memory potion, he goes into the flashbacks of his memory. He goes back to the time when the Witch Queen cursed him. As he is in the past, a male witch that goes by the name of Belial comes there and attacks him, but Calder can't do anything at that time because he has consumed the memory potion and his body is too weak to retaliate. The male witch sets the whole bar on fire so that Calder might not be able to take the memory potion again. As we know, Calder is immortal, so the male witch, Belial, couldn't kill him, but he takes the female witch, Chloe, with him. When Calder comes to his senses, he finds a piece of Belial's clothing in his hand. The piece has red sand on it. Calder understands where he is staying at that moment. After a while, Calder reaches there. He saves Chloe from him and takes her with him. Because Chloe's life is at risk as she gave Calder the memory potion, Calder again requests Chloe to make the memory potion, but she says that she can't prepare the memory potion, as all plants have burnt in the fire that allows her to make the potion. Further, she says that she knows a friend who grows those plants. She will have these plants in excess. As they reach there, they find out that her friend has been killed by Belial. He has also taken all plants with him. Then, Chloe tells Calder that there is only one witch who can give them the plants. Therefore, they go to that particular witch and ask for the plants. But the witch does a magic spell on Calder, and he goes into his memories. He is with his wife and daughter. He is lost in his memories. Suddenly, he sees Chloe. Chloe has the power to enter anyone's dream. She is a dream walker. She takes Calder out of his dream. When Calder returns to his senses, he snatches all powers of the other witch. Then they leave the place. As Calder knows that Chloe is a dreamwalker, therefore, he asks her to go back to his memories so that he can see his past. They don't need any plants now. Chloe agrees and they both go into Calder's memories. Then they come to know that when the Witch Queen cursed him by holding his heart, she got burned completely. The first Dolan was about to kill the queen by taking her heart out, but he noticed that Calder was also going through the pain. Then he understands that Calder would die if he destroyed the heart. Therefore, he decided against it. He takes the heart with him. Now Calder understands everything after coming out of the memory. He figures out that Belial had come to take the queen's heart that day. He killed Dolan 36th and took the queen's heart with him as he was trying to resuscitate the witch queen. Now Dolan 37th and Calder leave to find Belial. In the next scene, we see Belial, who has started the process of resuscitating the witch queen. He is going to sacrifice the seller, the male witch. Meanwhile, Calder comes there, but he has brought the witch queen to life before Calder arrives. So Calder kills Belial and he moves ahead to kill the witch queen. But the witch queen touches his heart again and takes the curse back. Now he gets injured a lot. He somehow escapes from there. As he returns, he notices that Dolan 36th is alive because Belial had spread the black disease this time. Calder has killed him, therefore the 36th has come to his senses. He tells Calder that the witch queen would be weak in the initial stages, and that she will try to gather the support of all witches so that she could become even more powerful and lethal to eliminate mankind. Now Calder understands that the witch queen would attack the Action Sword Center as she couldn't find all those witches there. Then Calder comes back home, takes all his armors, gets Dolan 37th and Chloe with him, and leaves to the Action Sword Center. Upon reaching, he notices that the witch queen has made a chain of all witches and she is using them to recharge her power. Now she is spreading the black disease again. Then Chloe does a dream walk and goes into the dream of a particular witch and kills her. Therefore, the chain that the witch queen has made breaks. She starts getting weak again, and Calder attacks her with his sword. Then we see an intense fight between the two. Dolan 37th betrays them and places a gun on Chloe's throat because Calder arrested Dolan 37th's parents almost 30 years ago because they were bad witches. He is taking revenge. Dolan 37th shoots Calder. He gets injured and falls to the ground. Now the witch queen makes Chloe a part of her chain too. Then she kills Dolan 37th too. Although he was helping her, he is a human after all. The witch queen starts spreading the black disease again. Calder is near to his death. He sees his wife and daughter. They say that it is not the right time we should meet, as you have the responsibility to save the human race first. Then he again comes to his senses and changes the weather with the help of the 2 weather-changing stones he had. Lightning starts to strike, and the witch queen gets distracted. Calder stabs her heart with the sword. She dies instantaneously. Calder plans to annihilate her by destroying her heart. Chloe stops him from doing so. She tells him that he will die if he destroys her heart. No one will be left to save human beings. Therefore, he shouldn't do this. Calder stops and thinks for a second that his wife and daughter wanted him to stay alive and eliminate bad witches. Therefore, Calder doesn't destroy the heart. Rather, he stores it in a safe place in his home so that no one can find it. Then we see Calder and Dolan 36th. They are talking, and Calder tells him that he will no longer work for the Action Sword, but he will keep on punishing the bad witches. Then Calder leaves for the next mission with Chloe, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We will see you in the next one.